Who is this team? I don't even recognize this team anymore. We win again, 2-1. We are second in the table. What is going on? Today we're going to debrief Schalke versus Arminia Bielefeld. Interesting game to say the least. For the tactics I thought we were going to use against Gordon Firth, which we did not use, we ended up using in this game where we kind of gave them the ball, gave them possession, and we kind of counterattacked. And we got to see the fruits of the labor of the pressing system that Myron Musis likes. 11 minutes in, that pressing causes a silly turnover by the goalkeeper right to Antwi-Adjei, who started in this game over Gomis. And Antwi-Adjei gets a goal off the bat. Great for him. Love seeing that he gets a goal there. 1-0 at that point. Kind of the ideal start, right? We know this team, Arminia Bielefeld, scores a lot of goals, but they give up a lot of goals. So if we can score early on them, put the pressure on them to come out of their box, it's going to make life more easier for us. But we didn't stop there, did we? No. We continued on, keep pressing, keep trying to get another goal. And eventually, Antwi-Adjei, who we just talked about, who just came into the game, such a vital player for us, came into the game, got a free kick. Ball bounces around the box a little bit as they're trying to keep play alive, and Kuraçay scores a goal. Guy who I've been up on for the majority of the season. He's been such a key player, our best defensive player this season, which it's out of the blue really. He came on, we added him late in the window. We just thought it was just a depth player. Ends up being our as of this moment the best defensive player we have on the team at the moment. Scores another crucial goal for us, up 2-0 at that point. We are living large. It's not the team we're used to. Unreal start to the game. 18 minutes in, up 2-0 already. We're used to seeing it the opposite way, where we're down 2-0 early in the game. The team that we've known for the last I don't know how many years. This is not the team, and this is amazing to see. But then, as the first half went on, we kind of just went to a defensive shell. It's like we were happy at up 2-0, and allowed Bielefeld to get more and more possession, create more opportunities, and really at the end of that first half, Bielefeld were threatened to score a goal, and I think we were lucky to get out of the first half up 2-0 without them having a goal. Possession-wise, they had more of the possession, which is fine. Shots are pretty even. Everything is in our favor, so all signs, for the most part, were good in that first half. So you would think the talk at halftime would have been, all right, we're up 2-0. Let's play smart defensively. Let's keep a clean sheet here. Make sure we don't do anything foolish that's going to allow them to get back into this game. Right? Wrong. A minute into the first half, they get an opportunity from a set piece. Poor defending, poor marking. They get a goal, free header by, I believe it's Grodowski or one of their attackers there. Musa lost his man at the top of the box, and no one really picked up the runner. They scored the goal, 2-1 with 43 minutes left in the first half. Not ideal in the second half. Not ideal by any stretch. And it didn't get any better for us. We struggled to do anything with the ball offensively. They kept coming down wave after wave. They looked more and more dangerous as the game went on. It was getting worse, and another goal would happen. Karius had to make a big save. Great play. Shout out to Gantenbaum, a guy that we're not always so super high on, but he's a Myron Musa's guy. Brings energy and pressing, right? Well, we needed his defensive ability in this one, where they finally broke us down. They broke us down one of the plays, 60th minute or so. 1-on-1 against Karius. They chip Karius, and Gantenbaum from the backside runs out of nowhere and makes a goal line diving header. Unreal play by Gantenbaum. Full respect for him. The fans loved it. We love seeing it on TV. Kept it at 2-1 at that point, and we could see some saves by Karius here and there. Ultimately, it didn't matter. We get the win, 2-1, and we go into the international break alone in second place. 1 point behind Elversberg. Unreal. What is this team that's going on? It's given us a lot of hope for sure. Now, obviously, the 2 goals, a lot to be happy about, right? But the goal, let's talk about who's at fault on the goal. It's a set piece. the guys should be marking the people who they have, right? In this particular case, Musasila had his guy. He had his guy. His guy gave him a little, ducking over, and made the move on him, got past him, and then no one caught the free runner. Not that they really should have had it. Why are you going to put a tall striker with a small... Why are you going to put a small striker defending a tall striker? Makes no sense to me. And ultimately, guy had a free header. Nothing the defenders around Karaman or Kuraçay or Katic could do about it. Wide open header. Karius left in no man's land at that point. And then they gave up the goal there. So not ideal for me. And then the general tone, like, after up 2-0, going up 2-0 was a wonderful way to start this game. I would have loved to see a killer instinct that kept, doing what we were doing successfully, creating opportunities, getting chances, and putting them on the back foot, making them try to come out of their shell so that we can get more opportunities. But we kind of just allowed them to have the ball and try to clean up defensively, but we did not do a good job of marking their guys. They did a good job of causing confusion with us, getting free swingers in, creating set pieces for themselves. They created a lot of corner kicks. I don't remember the stats off the top of my head, but it was not a favorable thing. And I think Martin Music deserves a lot of blame for that. Should have done a lot better with that. It was by no stretch a comfortable win. Even at 2-0 at halftime, it did not feel comfortable. And then they scored that goal and it made it felt very, very excruciating and nauseating, because you're like, they're gonna come, they're gonna score a goal, they're gonna tie this game, and you're watching the goals, and Elfersberg's up 4-0, and we need at least, we want to get a win because we'll be in second place. At worst case, we're tied with a bunch of other teams for third, but we stuck it out, we figured it out, and got it done, and got the win ultimately. So got to be happy about that. My man of the match. It's going to be a hot take in this one. And I'm going to look at the human side of things. My man of the match is Nikola Katic. Why? He made the heads-up play when Gradowski and Karius hit heads. Gradowski's head got hit, knocked out completely. And Nikola Katic saw this, immediately pulled him on his side so that he wouldn't start choking on himself, and tried to start resuscitating him immediately until the EMTs got on the field there. Heads up play by Nikola Katic. I don't know how serious the Gradowski injury was. He got it right away, tried to walk it off. Was that showmanship, pride, player who was knocked out, come back and said, I'm good. Or was he seriously injured? We don't know. Maybe he was just faking it. We don't know. But it looked serious. Katic thought it was serious, and his heads up play, pulling him on the side immediately. I mean, he looked like he was knocked out. Gradowski was. Katic with quick heads up play, turned him on the side, try to wake him up immediately, try to make sure he was good and safe before the EMTs got there. So Nikola Katic, my man of the match, just for that heads up play, because potentially saved a life there with his heads up thinking there. So shout out to Nikola Katic for that. And then final thoughts in the game. Unreal run that we're on. 6th win of the season. 6. Did we have 6 wins last year? Oh my goodness, it's just wrapping our heads around. This team is playing defensively well for the most part, and that's resulting in wins and points. And as of right now, we are a contender in the 2nd division of German football. Long way to go. International break, nice long break on a good note again. Get the team to regroup. My Roosters can work on some of the deficiencies that we clearly still have and try to find some ways to score some goals. But man, 2nd place at the international break. Another victory Monday. I'm not getting tired of these victory Mondays, so happy about this result by the team again. So just one more shout out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and join us for our Victory Monday podcast. Glück auf.